Wow, I'm glad I finished walking my my dog. Hi, honey, I'm home. Hi, dear, how was your walk with the dog? Oh, it was good, but I'm starting to wonder about that walk. What about it? Well, you know we walk on the triangular block. It just has three sides. You know, it's triangular. Anyway, my Fitbit shows that one side is 200 paces, one side is 300 paces, and one side is 400 paces. That's interesting that they came out exactly in multiples of 100. Yes, it is. So go on. Anyway, I was wondering about the angles. I should be able to use the law of cosines to figure out the angles of each one. Oh, that's very interesting. How did I marry such a geek? You just got lucky. Anyway, I'm going to go figure this out. So the situation looks like this. I have three sides of the block. One is 200 paces, one is 300 paces, and one is 400 paces. Based on the law of cosines, I know that c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine c. So when I plug in my pieces, first of all, I'm going to make this a little easier. All these are divisible by 100, luckily. So I'm going to use the numbers 2, 3, and 4. So when I plug those into my formula, I've got everything except the cosine of c. So with a little bit of algebra, I can find the cosine of c is actually equal to negative 1/4. And then when I do the inverse cosine, I find that c is 104. Now this makes sense because the largest angle should be 104. I can go back and figure out the other ones using the law of cosines as well, but actually the law of sines is easier. So plugging in what I know already, sine of 104 over 4 equals sine of b divided by 3. Finding out those numbers and then multiplying both sides of 3, I get the sine of b is 0.7277. And then using my inverse sine, I can find out that b is 47 degrees. And then the lights went out. So, in my classroom, and there is a motion detector. So just ignore that. It's better than me falling over. Finally, at the very end, we can figure out that a is 29 just by subtracting it all. So there's all of the work. All right, now for some more practice. Problem 1. I'll let you read and then you can pause it. I'm going to zoom in on problem 2, which may be problematic. Yeah, this is going to be a problem to do in one take. You're going to have to turn your screen sideways to see this. I'll read it out loud. I still have 30 seconds. So let's go back normal. A treasure map says if you are standing at a certain coconut tree, you should walk 300 paces until you reach a skull-shaped rock. From the rock, you turn 80 degrees to your right and continue for 600 paces. You want to beat the pirates that have just left you. What is the more direct angle and distance from the coconut tree to the treasure? All right, did you pause it? Did you try both these? I'm sure you did. Here's the answer to the first one. Using the law of cosines. And here's the answer to the second one. And I'm realizing I need to go back and do the law of sines to figure out the angle. But that would be easy enough. 449. Cut.